at Dendi's greed, man. He's going full greed here.
I think this is okay. I normally I would just get my Zeus is like 2 branches and 1 pulled Tengo. Like you don't even need clarities really. Maybe you get 1 clarity, but you don't really need it. This here is all about the fast bottle.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but will you be able to run for the bottle? Is the question. With Dazzle and Venge roaming, is it safe? I guess you have your Prophet to help you at times, but
you're fine.
It's still. Well, now with the double rune and Goblak picks up the first 100 bucks.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Gold graph already off the charts.
Oh man,
well,
it's nuts.
You want to run through the
so far ahead. It's all over. Goodbye, VP, Ban Straits rares. They're all gone. Well, they're all dead.
Oh,
but
we haven't introduced the teams.
All right,
so
who you want to introduce,
Lysander? Dendi and Zeus. Well, I met Navi during TI, so they're my friends now, I guess. Navi, Abosa is on CK, it's Vanscore on IO. We have Zeus played by Dendi, going up against G, giving him a little shocks here and there. We have Prophet played by Funnick as always, getting slowed there actually. Is there a stun? No stun. And Goblak playing Abaddon, shielding up Funnick. So it's going to be a duel lane. So interesting lanes here from Goblak as always. He's kind of the experimenting type.
Yeah. And this is kind of like one of the if you want to pick something like an Abaddon, you can't just go for a straight defensive tri-lane would do nothing there. So on the Radiant side, we'll have Jordan playing the Dazzle, Yol on the Vengeful Spirit, BZZ or 633 playing the Faceless Void. In the mid lane, it will be G on the Magnus, taking a lot of damage from the Zeus. He's got his bottle coming out in a second, though shouldn't be going down unless he makes a mistake. And then you've got Yodes or Sidoi on the offlane Tidehunter. Man, G getting pummeled by Dendi in the mid lane.
Well, you can't really farm against Arc Lightning. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to stay away, especially as a mid hero or melee hero. It's annoying.
Yeah. Zeus is already bottle throwing too. He's like, I'm going to use my entire bottle, spam you out of the lane, and then just bottle crow it up. And Bottle Crow did kind of receive some nerfs to some extent, but
I like how
still pretty
potent. Nerf it, but it never ever goes out of fashion.
Yeah, especially this early on. Like no one else needs the courier, so even if it's slower, Dendi's still going to do it. He doesn't have the ball to go for the 2-minute rune, but this is where the supports get the 2-minute rune. Like, you get an Abaddon with another bounty rune, he gets level 3 all of a sudden. You get Vangscore on the Wisp with a high impact rune as well. And there's Goblak, bounty rune, he's almost level 3 as a support Abaddon. This is just crazy.
Yeah, he's just been picking up spare change in the river all as well. And he picks up better because of his hats, I think. All the hats.
he's got some pretty good Vadden hats, that's true. The Alliance Pro Gear. Legendary weapon, Blade of the Demonic Vessel. That's pretty spiffy.
Navi player wielding Alliance weapons. Oh boy.
Oh, well, it's a friendly rivalry perhaps.
Pitchforks.
Husky, watch out. Dusky, oh no! Dusky! He got the skewer back, but Funnick gets the courier
snipe. He might die here, actually.
First blood is gonna not be picked up. He cancelled his attack! First blood happens bottom lane. It's the Abaddon going down to the tri-lane. I'm pretty sure he cancelled his attack there.
If Funnick turned around to attack, he would have gotten the kill with Dendi.
Yeah. G thought he was...
And same for G. Yeah, so G
they
was
both
like
kind
gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, I want to say Funnick turned around and would have died, except G did not expect him to turn around, so G did not attack. That was bizarre.
Yeah, that was weird. Is Funnick rushing Dagon?
I don't think so. Just Null Talisman.
Oh no, the Null Talisman Blade Mill, yeah. Because I remember there was this one highlight reel I saw where a Prophet rushed Dagon by 7 minutes. There was this one game, I remember, it was a pro game.
Yeah. Dagon rush is not bad on Prophet.
Right? By... I can't remember who, but it was a 5-minute Dagon. Was it WEE or W33 is that his name?
Oh, Funnick with another ward. He wants more courier snipes. He's like, this behind tier 1 mid-tower ward. It's a good ward regardless, because you know when the supports have rotated towards mid lane to sit behind, and that's exactly... Oh no, it's just Mag TPing in.
Yeah, G lost his bottle, so that's not cool.
Yeah, lane is kind of lost for him.
At least he
didn't get the kill.
But yeah, first blood did go to VP though, and Goblak is tanking the runes here. He's shielding himself up. Haste rune, they could get a kill here actually.
Yeah, they got Dendi coming in. Dendi's got a mana for 1 bolt it looks like. They do cancel his clarity. Dendi's actually going to get gone on here. He's got an Aphotic Shield support, but he doesn't cast it. Goblak was a bit slow shielding his buddy Dendi there. Funnick TP's in his wall, gets the last right click to bring down the Vengeful Spirit. Jonim is also on the firing line. He's got no mana whatsoever. A couple more right clicks will kill him off, but Funnick himself may go down first. The slow from that Orbit Venom. That
quick move
value
there.
Orb of Venom will get him an extra kill. Go back will TP home, and it's top lane. Also an aggression coming in from Havos, but Anchor Smash is just ruining his day.
And a quick TP from Yol prevented any kind of attack. But even then, I think even if they pull him in, one Anchor Smash and all forms of aggression out the door. The thing about that little engagement there really shows how weak Abaddon is when it comes to aggression. Unless you're running something like a Weaver.
They want to go on Sadoy, and Sadoy gonna get the kill first! The TP in from Funnick is gonna get one kill, possibly a second. He's gonna get tethered up, but
dives here.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
pull
dive.
off that aggro. He's gonna die. No, stick charges. But yeah.
What? Very.
Was that a 4 moment? I didn't see it.
From Havos?
Radiant's top tower
Kind
is
of.
under attack.
He was just fighting the tide and got anchor smashed. We're gonna see some bottle tricks here as Havos refills Vengscore's bottle and brings a salve as well, but Vengscore just happy with the bottle charges now. He was expecting the Prophet to come in a bit sooner maybe, but Sadoy just man-fought him.
Sometimes
I guess it's also the new Chaos Knight. You don't know how much damage this new Chaos Knight's going to be doing.
Yeah, but sometimes you're just in denial when you fight Titans. I mean, I can't reduce that much damage, right?
Yeah.
And then you just hit the watermelon and it doesn't split. Oh, there they go, pull him in again. 2 seconds in. Yotes, is that Yotes? It says Yotes.
Yeah. You know, Tide makes this buff to Chaos Knight just look non-existent. All this extra reality rift damage, I don't see it.
It went from 30 to 60, right?
At level 1 and level 2 it's a huge buff, but I think level 4 reality rift is only like extra 20 damage, but early levels it should be a lot more damage.
Okay.
G will get the bounty room before Vengscore gets up there. So far Na'Vi kind of struggling. The Wisp CK has not dominated their lane.
Zeus? Dendi? Yeah, let's be careful here, Yol, looking for that stun, and there's gonna be a shield up, so... Yeah. Oh, wow.
This time.
Really close to Thundercloud's Wrath. Oh well,
brings the void down. Nicely
got a little
played.
bit greedy there. Here comes the Prophet. He's coming in. He's got a gank Jordan there, trapped in the trees, and hooks him with his flower stick. And there's the shield as well. So if they try for any kind of aggression, this coil takes out the dazzle, burst damage, man. And Yol out of mana.
Damage.
But there's Tidehunter with the Ravage. He could come in now. Dendi still kiting around. They're all splitting up just fine. And yeah, 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Na'Vi. They tied up.
Good burst. So he couldn't actually. I mean, it looked bad that he didn't grave there, but I think it was just well-timed burst damage from Na'Vi.
Yeah, the Mist Coil plus the Photic Shield. Really powerful against under-leveled supports. Even then, they're not that under-leveled. I think a couple of kills here and there. Venture's nearly level 5, and Jordan is nearly level 5 as well. So, really good stuff.
Alright, so that evens things up. 4 kills apiece here. G's now got RP. He's toying with it in the mid lane, but he's going to be careful. Vengscore nearby. Then you're going to be refilling his bottle in just a second, and get that double arcane boots action. Oh, insta 400 mana for Dendi. He was 0 mana and he got 400 mana with the Wisp tether.
G, just faking the RPs. I get nervous every single time someone does that.
Okay,
there's no point.
In G.
Why would you do it? Oh, G. Let's be very careful here.
Oh, G. He gets
God's Wrath in
5.
Okay, he should be safe, I think. Yeah,
he
should be safe. But one more bolt and he would have died, I think.
Yeah, that's why he went for the skewer away, just to make sure he didn't get hit by the the blind bolt. Yeah, which you can now throw.
Yeah, so the Null Talisman got freaking ready for Funnick now. He's building up the
I don't think he wants to go Blade Mail. I don't think Blade Mail is good against like these big ulti lineups.
Oh yeah,
necessarily.
Not a lot of bursts, you know. But the triple nulls will be really strong for him.
Smoke equals spotted as VP smoke up G and Yol, but it got spotted by this observer ward behind the tier 1 tower, so this ain't gonna work. Dendi knows he's backed off and doesn't want to get caught. He's going to swing his way top lane in a kind of safe pattern as well, knowing that he needs to kind of at least hug his tower as much as possible. And this is looking for that first RP smoke gank to try find some kills, and they're not going to find anything out of it.
Faceless Void has opted for a non-Midas path, actually. Gone for Tread right away. And that's a hint towards Maelstrom, I think. Maelstrom is the most common build, right? After
well, Mask of Madness
first. Yeah, okay.
Mask of Madness, then Maelstrom, yeah.
Skipping
relocate
Midas.
top. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Yol. Proper TP in, and there's the global ganking potential. Yol gets annihilated. First relocate just for a support Venge, but it's still a kill.
Oh, Vanscore gets much needed levels.
Dire's middle tower
And, we
is
talked
under
about
attack.
denying this Wisp CK lane, but in the end they just sacked the Tide and just put him there. So everyone got their levels. It was that kind of game where everyone got the levels. So it isn't a game where we have staff support. So we get to see all the spells coming up into action, and
Is under attack.
maybe we'll see double Aghanim's here from Dendi and Funnick at some point in the game.
Yeah. The Radiant support's a little, like looking at the hero levels, they're both sub-level 6, whereas Na'Vi have both their supports up to level 6 already,
Radiant
so
structures are
looking at it from that
fortified.
point of view, Na'Vi doing pretty decently
Radiant's top
as far as
tower is
spreading the
under
wealth
attack.
and experience around. Here we go, Sidoi has Ravage, wants to go running in, but immediate retreat from Na'Vi. They even pop the drums here. BZZ gonna time walk himself in, has a Chronosphere, which he's not gonna need just yet. He's got the stun from Yol, holds the
Phantasm.
Chronosphere, gets the kill.
I'm not sure they should be going in on this. There is Ravage. Got him.
It's going to be
Could
thrown
get
just
caught out.
to prevent Havas from fighting. He gets Chronosphere as well. Oh no, Havas, he's still
gonna
alive
shield
though
him.
thanks to
Oh.
the Aphotic Shield, and Dazzle already dead. They're going to keep on chasing. BZZ is done for. Zeus blows him up. The chase is on now. Yol, he can't run. There's a drums on the Chaos Land as well as a tether movement speed. He's just going to play ring around the Rosie. But a pocket full of posies, they all fall
Secures
down, and
Radiant's
it's
Oh,
a
Prophet
Phonic
went
under
TP.
attack.
That's awkward. Body block, body block. Oh, he didn't get the full block.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Almost blocked off the ramp, but doesn't get it. And Na'Vi showing some trademark
Radiant's
Na'Vi
top
aggression
tower is
in the
under
early
attack.
game.
Well, the Abaddon is actually paying off, adding a lot of effective HP to his teammates actually.
Dire's
So
middle
it's
tower
not
is
that
under
bad.
attack.
RP in itself
Radiant's
is a
top
great
tower
disable,
is
but
under attack.
after the nerf to its damage, Magnus does lack a lot of follow-up. So the Abaddon kind of elevates a little bit of Navi's squishiness with the Wisp or the Zeus, and it prevents CK from going down too fast in these big ultimates. So I wouldn't say it's that bad, you know. We can't hate on Godlike's Abaddon too much.
No. I mean, right now it feels like VP have big teamfight ultis, but no damage to follow them up. I mean, you mentioned RP doesn't do much damage. Void needs
Radiant's middle
items before he can do
tower is
damage in
under attack.
Chronosphere, and Tide, he can do a bit of damage if he's hitting Anchor Smashes, but the supports aren't doing any damage, so Na'Vi just stay alive. CK went for a drum, so he's on 1200 HP. The Abaddon was getting shields and miscoils off, so everyone on the Na'Vi side just stayed alive for such a long time, even in the Ravage and Chronosphere.
Yeah, I think VP's course of action now would be to sit back and not be too aggressive and go on that
Dire's bottom tower
bad
is
side
under
of the
attack.
snowball, because you already see Abaddon working towards the, I assume, a medallion. So they're looking for a quick Roshan. G does have his Blink
Yes.
Dagger, so could be making plays, but it's gonna be tricky.
It's hard to play that farm game and just avoid fights when you're against a Wisp CK as well. You want to say, okay,
Dire's
let's
bottom
just give up
tower is
towers and
under
farm
attack.
somewhere on the map, but Wisp CK relocate in, Prophet TPs, Zeus ultis.
Well, they
It's
want
really
this
hard
guy.
to just split farm. Yeah, BZZ man, he wants out.
Yeah.
He ain't about that life.
Oh, Dendi, he spots out Yo, I think. Yeah, the Observer Ward. This is a really, really cool Observer Ward. Just sitting right there.
Dire's top
Templar,
tower
oh,
is
Yo,
under attack.
dropping really low. I think Prophet's coming in. Nah, Prophet not gonna do it.
I think
Radiant's bottom
Dendi maybe
tower
thought
is
there was a
under
Prophet
attack.
ultimate available, which is why he went for that ulti.
Yeah, that was close.
that-
Oh, they finally found the ward, so ward's gonna go down.
VP do have good vision here. Right now, Na'Vi actually are the ones lacking any vision on the map, but Na'Vi don't really care because they've got the stronger fighting lineup.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
I'm
under
not
attack.
sure they're that afraid of getting jumped at the moment, so for now they can just sit back, farm, make sure Havos gets his core items. I've read up about CK, and a lot of people seem to agree that if you go for BKB first on CK, you are limiting his combat potential. So, but Havos is going for that, so he's going for the Ogre Club, possibly BKB first. Gonna be stunning up the
bottom
void
lane.
here. I don't think he kills him.
Yeah.
Just some little harassment here. Oh, there's Havos. Baiting out
There's
that
a
chrono.
relocate save if they
Vanscore's
need
waiting.
it.
Yeah, Vanscore's waiting.
Yeah, keep an eye on Vangscore here. Voss
Oh,
gonna
could be
turn
turned
around
around.
and mad fight. The Grave comes in.
RP.
Possible Chronosphere, he's got to catch the Wisp. He does not do so though, and he's not killing Havast, I'll tell you that. RP is available, and G gonna, well, he's like, where'd they go?
Then the
Sidoi shows up, and he's got a Ravage available. Wisp took him to the Ancients, I guess. He's coming back bottom lane shortly though. And here we go. They're back bottom, and Na'Vi have numbers. Prophet elsewhere ends up. He's just jungling. Okay, I'm like, wait, what's Prophet on low HP for? He's not been fighting.
Yeah, good patience of Magnus not to actually drop the RP there. So gotta see what he does now. If he lands any big RPs, hasn't actually gotten a chance to use his ultimate yet. He is now 1-0-0 though. So.
Not ideal, but he's got his blink up now. You want to see even just RPs for solo kills when you're playing from behind. Just take whatever you can get, and they're down 5,000 net worth as things stand.
Invisible Dendi. He could get caught out here. He could walk under a sentry and get picked off. Yes, be careful.
Headed in a different direction, at least for now. Building towards a 4-staff, so going for that. Dendi always loves mobility. His invoker goes like 4-staff, blink dagger. He prioritizes mobility more than any other mid player, I'd say.
Yeah, he's always about the fancy plays, 4-staff, blink dagger montages. Oh, smoke! Oh!
Dendi, he scouts out Yol. Yol's like, wait, what?
Wow.
My smoke's gone. What happened?
Dendi and the Invis rune, man.
Is under attack.
Rune's
yeah.
OP.
Invis rune gonna wear off. He only he scouted a couple now. It looks
They
like.
could get pincered here.
Goblik's got ulti.
They find Gob like the worst hero to find. He's gonna be healing past that right away, and now Yo is in a bad position. He might want to drop the Ravage right away. Panic Ravage going off. Grave going on to him. Dark Lightning. There's your RP. Looking for it. Nope. Still holding on to it. He RP the last for both. Great stunned up, but no follow-up damage. Like I said, Chronosphere coming in. They're getting battered though. Dendi's dominating. Picks off the Magnus. Now they're going to chase off Void 633. He's got Morbid Mask, but he's going to get pulled back by that Reality Rift, and Dendi secures another kill. 7 and 12. 3 heroes lost. I think Dazzle even revived already throughout that fight, and Venge dropping really low in that fight. So it was a 4-4-2 showing teamfight recap. Nope.
Yeah, 4-for-2. Na'Vi only lose their supports though, and that's kind of Abaddon's job. Tank a bunch of spells, get your ulti off, that new extra second duration. Not really game changing, but meant meant VP had to wait that little bit longer before they could kill the Abaddon.
Yeah,
so
your support doesn't get blown up right at the start, you know, like most heroes. Like a CM walks up the cliff, he gets ganked, you start the fight 4v5, but Abaddon, well, he at least gets to throw out all his spells on you.
It's kind of like the ideal way for Na'Vi to start a fight, and they're fighting into Chrono, Ravage, and RP, so if they can take a head-on team fight against 3 big ultras like that, they're doing something.
Oh no,
right.
G!
They got the stun off, it's going to follow him.
That's great, that's great.
They know there's no Ravage though.
Oh, misses there on Hibos though. And got him.
I don't think this is working. Tries to go on Dendi, but he just gets shielded up, kept alive. Jotum himself is Grave, but he's not going to be alive for too much longer. Prophet brings him down with the Wrath of Nature. They've lost 3, make it 4. It's a disaster, and you're going to be the 5th. It's a full team wipe for Na'Vi. Swap for good measure, and Na'Vi just annihilate VP in the mid lane.
Yeah, the aggression doesn't seem to have worked out for VP in the early game, and they keep trying to force fights. I think they really should sack some towers, get that Void some farm. I mean, there's still tier 1s hanging up top, there's some tier 1s hanging bottom. They should just go, instead of confronting VP over and over. I think the smoke was a mistake. I mean, it could say they're desperate, but I don't know. Void doesn't have any farm, he doesn't have any damage. And Power is not at the high level yet. The RP have both, but are they going to kill him? No. 4-star from Dendi, shield.
Oops.
And
Tether
he's
creep.
fine. Yeah. It's a really tough game for G. It's only level 1 in Power. Void doesn't have damage, so they should be farming.
No one has any damage. I think that's where you go for this big ulti line. You can't pick 3 big ulti heroes without any damage to follow it up. You need to farm so much on your Void before you've even got the damage to get kills, and if Goblek's not caught, he's shielding and healing up whoever's getting focused. You've got Wisp to save someone in the Chronosphere. There's enough to help out whoever gets Chronosphere that Na'Vi kind of come out on top.
Yeah, I guess I don't understand the Venge first pick. Is there a reasoning for the Venge first pick?
I think Venge is really I think it's okay, because primarily picked for the Wave of Terror, being so good for the minus armor, the Roshan cape taking, the scouting that it gives you.
But first pick, would people ban it?
I think it's teams have been doing a lot of early first picking Venge. Like I think it was like during the Summit 2, like Cloud9, EG were really prioritizing the Vengeful Spirit, especially Cloud9. They were loving their Venge picks.
It's more of a safe pick kind of thing then. So it's like a safe pick, doesn't really show too much kind of pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
You're not
like
picking it for being like a game-winning hero.
Oh gee, getting revealed right there by Dendi. Lightning Bolt. There's a blind lightning bolt scouting him out. And Dendi doing some drop regen in the top lane. So we're going to be defending his tower. I think VP know that the jig is up. And here comes the relocate. Watermelon in trouble. He drops the Ravage though. But it's not going to have any follow-up once again. And he's going to get chopped down. Is there a grave? There's a grave. Fantastic. Coming out. Yo, still clapping the ground with his anchor. Hoping to keep himself alive. Void looking for a kill there. It's going to be a Chronosphere. A Volt getting relocated out. Just in time. Now that's a good Chronosphere. Catches 4. They get the Wisp at least. Is there a Chronosphere? So nice. There's a nice RP, but Havos hits that BKB button right in time. They pull only their battle back. Havos dropping really low though. Stun 3 seconds. 633. They swap him back. Havos could be in trouble. BKB offline. No armor to speak of. Gush in his face. It's 3 heroes
what
down.
What a combo.
The diving. That was really quick. One after the other.
BZZ Chronos, man. That guy's legit. He came up
big
there catching
him,
everyone.
You know, for one missed chrono, but that's a good one right there.
That was so nice. He had to catch everyone. If he doesn't catch either Wisp or the Abaddon, they save whoever gets focused. So fantastic play from BZZ. And Dendi was top lane. Like, I'm not sure what. I guess Na'Vi thought they could get the tower without Dendi. It does get down to deny range, but that was just too aggressive from Na'Vi. They're not that far ahead that they can just take any kind of fight like that, which they want. So.
Well,
we'll see what happens
getting
next.
an Eel Scepter, so that's going to be more annoyance for people like Void.
Yes.
Yeah. The one of the things that counter Abaddon are natural Eel Scepter builders, because Eel Scepter is just really strong against Abaddon. He pops his ulti, you eel him up in the air, and he comes down without it.
Tide's going to blink now, so VP get some initiation, some better initiation.
This is
the rat build, I guess, or.
I like to say pub build, but pub build with Shadow Blade, so that sounds pretty good. It does help you with Roshan as well.
Yeah, helps with Roche, helps whoever her boss is trying to kill just die faster with the minus armor. And Funnick does big damage. These supports are going to melt to his right clicks.
Yeah, with this Null Talisman's double Null Talisman threads and Hannah Midas, he went back for a late one.
This time they're going to make it go on this bottom tower with Aegis in hand, as well as with Dendi.
Yep. The 3 top net worths are Prophet, Zeus, as well as the CK, so it's not looking good for VP if you're a VP fan out there. He does have a Maelstrom now on Faces Void. I never count out a game where a team has Void though, so
yeah.
It's still anyone's game until they break racks, and even then, it's gonna be tricky, especially with the BKBs no longer being rebuyable in that sense. It's as the game drags, it will be tougher and tougher for Havos.
And things like that, just that one fight swung things by about 4,000 net worth. So another good Chronosphere, now you've got a Blink Ravage as well. Like, you're going to be setting up even stronger team fights. So now they're going to be pretty careful with how they take these next few fights. They don't want to get caught out into ulti after ulti.
I guess Goblet can feel pretty safe. Few people have the sustained potential to catch up with him.
If they go on him, they relocate in with the CK Wisp and TP the Prophet. So they have 3 heroes who can show up instantly.
Well, Scouting God's Wrath.
Yeah. And you guess what you see? VP Polar, 4 heroes huddled up in base, and they're going to go for a smoke right afterwards. But Na'Vi kind of knew they were grouped there and may be able to kind of read this one coming.
Yeah. Like, you know, 4 of them huddling around the cigarettes.
Something fishy's going on.
Oh, he can't hide from heaven. And G's looking to go for a pickoff here. He does have his Ogre Club, Bloodstone for Dendi, so quicker revives, higher mana pool. I'm surprised he didn't go for any Veil of Discord shenanigans, try and burst them down ASAP.
Yeah, this has kind of been the popular like S4 build, I'd say, and a few other players are really liking this Bloodstone
S4 is all the rage these days.
S4 is a Dota 2 player.
Yeah, he's all that. He's in fashion now. I mean, I hear a lot about him. A lot of his builds are just up there. And they're baiting with Void now. No.
Yeah, I don't know how obvious this is. I mean, Void, he's got Time Walk to escape, but you kind of got to expect him not to be alone here making plays like this. He also has been empowered. So you see the empower on him and you're like, wait, where's Magnus? He's nearby.
Oh, G's gonna go for the double bluff, go to the bottom lane right away.
So they do
some farm. I think he wants
maybe try catch some heroes top here.
I'll relocate. Bye-bye, Jordan. Yeah, this priest ain't getting home.
They want to try get both. Can they get the Void as well? Probably going to TP in afterwards, but he doesn't want to TP in alone into a Chronosphere. That would Probably
I don't
not
think he dies
bode
anyway.
well. Yeah, he picks up a blink, so he could TP in and blink, but if he pre-chronos, then you're pretty screwed.
Dendi. You could catch Dendi, but dagger's been cancelled because of lightning. So it's unsafe to blink.
So they get Aegis, but Na'Vi playing very tentative with the Aegis in hand.
Look at Funnick, being that annoying Nature's Prophet that Admiral Bulldog made popular.
Yes.
Oh, bench!
he's been
They
scouted.
scout him out. There's a swap. Okay, Funnick might not get out of this one.
He's gonna blink in 1 second, won't get
he's
it off though. Goodbye.
Minus
Funnick.
armor. A lot of minus armor. They've got Venge with the medallion, the Hall, as well as the Gush.
You doubted the Venge pick. We can see it there.
Alright. I guess it's great for scouting.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things. Counters Bat Rider, counters anything that likes to hide in trees.
It stops blink daggers too now, which
Yeah.
is
Cancels regen.
crazy. Yeah.
That's the best part about it. Mjolnir now done for Faceless Void, so he's getting more and more powerful. I think he can start to get some solo kills on anyone except for Abaddon and Karas Knight.
Wisp has a Vanguard, but he's probably going into that Crimson Guard.
Crimson Guard, yeah, you know. The New Bloom days die hard.
Not a very well-placed ward from Go Black. Pretty sure that was spotted and pinged out by VP, although they're going to leave it there for the time being. They're making their move onto G, who does get hit. Yuled up as well. And he comes to relocate in. No escape for the G-Man. 5 Na'Vi heroes make their way top, and it looks like they do want to commit to a push off of this. They've still got Aegis. Okay, only about 15 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, bounces them out.
Radiant's top
But
just the Wisp.
Did he even leave the CK? Ah, he did. Yeah, he
Dire's
did.
bottom tower
This
is
is-
under attack.
BZZ gets a tier 1 tower and he's working on a tier 2, so you could be giving up multiple towers at bottom if you're not careful.
Yeah,
I think
well,
Na'Vi
Navi's
should
gotta,
look to defend
gotta
bottom.
push. They can't stunt their progress too much.
Well, they've got no Aegis now, so with Aegis gone, I don't think they can really go high ground.
They're
They're
gonna
going to
fight.
TP out,
Jot
Jot
him.
him.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh, they cancelled
that
BZZ's
blind-
TP!
That blind
He's-
shot. Yeah, he's
he's-
dead. He's
yeah.
so dead. He's panicking. Oh, he's dead.
The
Well,
blind
the new
bolt.
bolt change is really good.
Oh man, I thought it was going to be the Dazzle who got caught by the CK stun, but it was Dendi with the blind lightning bolt.
You know what they say about hiding under trees during lightning storms?
You don't do it.
Yeah, you don't do it.
HY wasn't right about everything.
Yeah, Dazzle's kind of the more religious guy, so I guess the heavens saved him. Faceless Void, well, unlucky. He's got 1,600 gold, so he has that buyback if he wants it. And Dendi, he's got that Bloodstone. I don't know, I'm not feeling the Bloodstone. I'd like to see some Veil action, you know, just destroy them with magic.
Nah,
And
you're gonna go big. You're a carry when you're mid Zeus.
yeah, I love playing Zeus, but you know.
If he goes the S4 build, destroying them with magic will happen because we'll be seeing a Dagon next.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, Bloodstone Dagon.
Okay.
It's a build. The burst. It's all about the insane burst damage. You like someone like a Void, he gets killed
of
from full
Madness.
HP unless he gets like insane backtracks off on like the Dagon and the Lightning Bolt. But with Dagon, Arc, Lightning Bolt, the ultimates as well as a Dagon, chances are he takes at least 1,000 damage, even if he backtracks one of those big spells.
Yeah, the Mask of Madness makes it a lot easier for him to die too.
Yeah. Well, middle
Sometimes
lane.
it's just sad. He pops the Mask of Madness, goes in for hopeful chrono, and just gets blown up. Oh, damn. Dazzle.
That was a dazzle.
That was. Yod's is about to be a dead watermelon. Miscoil sees him off, and BKB done for G, so he's gonna be safe from magic for 10 seconds. And Io picks up his Vladimir's offering, so it's gonna further buff up Chaos Knight as well as some of Funnick's right click.
Yeah, I like the Vlad's pickup. And can go back for the Crimson Guard later, but I think the Vlad's short term is going to be more powerful.
Help with the weave as well. Here comes the Phantasm. I don't know what VP can do now at this point. Look at the votes. It's pretty ripped. He's got 1, 2, and 15 on his score. He's not been getting any kills. Dendi's been seeing to that.
He's the assist. He also doesn't get any luck with the extra illusion here. Buyback gonna come in. Nice! Chronosphere catches out 3. Dendi's on the outside, but he got both the support. Kills the Wisp to start things off. Wants Funnick as well. We'll get Funnick. This is not going well for Na'Vi. The Chronospheres from BZZ kicking into play. Havas is still fighting, but
No armor.
he's going down.
No
It's a
armor.
3 for nothing. Once again, BZZ makes the plays happen. Dendi, it's a long TP, but it's gonna just get off, and could not cancel it in time. Didn't have the swap, went for the magic missile, but Did not play into his favor there.
Well,
These BZZ Chronos.
BZZ channeling his inner universe.
Yeah. He's got to get the Wisp and the Abaddon. Those are like the 2 targets you want to catch in the Chronosphere so they don't save whoever gets
It's
closest to
Navi's
He
fault
did.
they're getting crushed like that, actually.
Dyer's
They're
middle
not positioning
tower has
the
fallen.
proper
Yeah.
way.
I think it's hard for Goblet because he's a melee hero, but Wisp should be way further back. I'm not sure how Vangskull got caught in that Chronosphere, but that was...
He's playing with fire here.
Hal on the side. He's not playing with fire, he is the fire.
Okay.
The lightning, the
forward.
rain, he's the full package right now, and he's on the chase.
Payload delivered.
Sidoi could be ignored, he's still got Ravage.
Oh, man.
Okay, Prophet.
Makes me want to play Zeus again.
looking for a TP here. G goes off to the side, gets the blink out now, and we'll find that East Room as well.
They're relocating for him. They find him. RP just to run away. BKB in 3 seconds. So you gotta get out.
He can blink TP, it looks like. I
Run.
think that's the play. Blink TP. Oh, is this the Dendi Bolt? Is it gonna happen? Oh!
What else? Close?
Dyer's
Close.
top tower is
Close
under
enough.
But no cigar.
Dyer's structures
Alright.
are fortified.
6-3. Well, I keep calling him 6-3. He's BZZ. Okay. Now I get it. I was confused. Alright, so BGZ. Oh, he's gonna run right into the TK. That's bad news. Swap.
Yeah, that's bad news for
Oh,
both.
he backtracked it. Right click. Oh, no, he doesn't backtrack that.
Not enough.
RNG's is not exactly on his side. Bench
50
gets out,
HP
though.
TP. That'll do.
But that was unfortunate, walking right into the CK there. And I don't know, at this point, do you get your BKB with 4.3k? Or do you find
On the
something
Void?
else? I think he needs BKB. The magical damage
100%,
just
yeah.
blows him up.
Yeah, you have to get the BKB against Zeus. Even if there's physical from CK and Prophet, I just don't think he can fight without the BKB. And bottom lane, G in some trouble here. Nice kind of side blink coming in from Funnick. Jottam
This
gonna get
asshole
blown up.
has not been having
Yeah.
a good day.
Dendi is godlike now. He's just
Oh.
cleaning house.
Zeus is back to his godly form. But then again, I think Ice Frog has been buffing Zeus non-stop, right?
It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Yeah.
Zeus
Next up is
tier 1
Lina. I
pick.
want to see Lina come back. He's been making a lot of changes to Lina. He's not being really subtle about it as well.
Yeah. Mid Lina may be a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ice Frog's
I've been
plans
playing
with Lina.
Lina
Like,
to
is he
great
trying
success,
to
actually.
Is he trying to make Lina a core hero, or is he just trying to, like, he keeps buffing these weird, like he's buffing things about Lina to make Lina a core hero, but Lina's, like, designed to be a support, kind of, with her skill set, so...
He's making her, because right now with her current Dragon Slave level, she can take out range creeps in a wave with just Dragon Slave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. And your early game build of 4 Dragon Slave, 1 Light Strike,
Gonna have
and 1
to interrupt you here. Here
Mine.
comes the Chronosphere. BZZ only gets Dendi. That is not the Chronosphere he was looking for, but Dendi
no
can't
more
be
magic
kept
damage.
alive. BZZ right-clicking and right-clicking hard, has the BKB now as all Havos is the next target. He gets ravaged. There's no answer to this. The RP isn't even used. VP kill off 3 instantly. Dendi's already back thanks to the Bloodstone. There's the RP just to cancel Prophet's TP. And now BZZ going to look to secure Roshan for himself. Go Black in trouble, has a 4-star available, can shield himself in a second or two. Dendi has respawned and has an ultimate available. He's picked up a Blink Dagger as well. Thinking I'm done getting
Ultra
Chronosphere.
kill? Oh no. Tide's gonna
Tide
get it.
gets the kill finally. BZZ still working on Roshan, probably going to TP directly and gets backed
Funny.
up.
Wow.
This is actually not looking good for BZZ. Gets the Time Walk away on 30 HP.
Funny.
Kept alive,
Getting
even
bashed
braved
here
up
by
now.
Roshan. He could actually go
Oh,
down here. No, he
Funny.
gets fought back. He's gonna go
Oh,
down.
no.
Anchor smash. Nearly.
Oh, what a 4-star! Dendi with the sick play there.
Acrobatics.
Funny couldn't get himself out. Oh, that was so
Acrobatics.
clutch.
Roshan is
And
like,
now
get out
Sidoi.
of here.
He's not getting away from this bolt. I don't think. Dendi onto the
Blink.
higher ground.
Oh.
Won't cast it in time.
G. Oh no. Oh no, G. But that-
She's fine.
Dendi's in trouble instead. And was that a buyback from Dendi?
Oh, what? Another 4-star! Dendi! He's still alive! And here comes the Wiz CK with a relocate! It's all over for VP! They're gonna lose 4!
Oh.
What on earth did we just witness?
Opa Dondo style.
Those 4-stars are insane!
Oh.
Dendi playing out of his mind
That
right
Bloodstone's
now.
doing work there. That was Bloodstone.
That fast respawn and then the 4-star to save Funnick, the 4-star to save himself.
Space making.
Oh,
Made so much space
What?
for CK and Wisp to respawn.
this is the Navi people have missed.
I was about to say, hey, VP, come back. And suddenly.
This is the Dendi that people have missed. This is just
Oh boy.
Navi at their I don't know about their finest, but definitely their most entertaining.
He plays Zeus. He makes Zeus look like a puck.
Yeah, I mean that's Dendi. He goes 4-star blink on like any hero. He just
Radiant
this is his
structures
build.
are fortified.
He's the
Dongle
original
build.
creator of this. They're gonna go
Radiant's
blinking in,
middle
looking
barracks
for
are
Yol,
under
knowing
attack.
he's the only one left standing. Where are the buybacks?
My
And
Dagon, man.
Void's got one.
Oh.
Well, maybe less inclined to use it now that the Avenger's dead and mid-racks. Dunzo.
Oh, respawn's coming in. Are they gonna go for another one? A Hex up here from Funny,
CK
just
has
picking him off
ultimate.
as they come up from the fountain.
No.
This is not
No
looking
chance.
good for VP. Final fight.
There's the ulti of Voss. He's going to pop it now with a BKB. Goes directly in on Yol. Yol gets great
RP.
just in time. Ooh, that was close. Voss
that's
stunned
not
up now, and it
though.
looks like Yol is going to get
Never
chased
mind.
down anyways. Kaelsein's going to be very careful. There is a Chronosphere available.
There's
BZZ
Aegis.
wants more than one, though.
There's Aegis.
Relocate back out.
And
No
he already
crunch.
uses RP for defensive purposes, but
Yep.
Habos gonna get skewered back. He's gonna be skewered back onto the Wisp. G actually tunnel visioning a little bit here. Habos will lose his Aegis. Jotun losing a lot of health, pops the weave defensively, armoring them up. Chronosphere catches the two supports, actually catches Funnick as well. Wisp picks off Funnick. Good Ravage follow up as well. Habos stunned up, go black as well. Wisp trying to run away, gets smashed by the shockwave. Habos going down once again. This game is really close. Go black. Still has his ultimate. They're going after Dendi first. Yotes, they're surrounding him, and Dendi goes down, denies himself. But now, Go Black gonna run away. Is he gonna get out of here in time? I think he will. And he's
They
gonna
do
be the
get
lone
racks.
survivor.
Navi get racks, pay for it pretty dearly though. It's a 6,000 gold change after that fight. It's costly. They're still ahead by 15,000 and the racks now. So Navi's still in a much better position, but
Void suddenly has 3,000 bucks.
yeah, this Void is massive. He is making stuff
Daedalus?
happen there.
Daedalus.
I think he's gonna ultimately, maybe, I don't know if he needs that as his next time, but he's definitely gonna need a refresher, I feel, but probably gets like a Daedalus first or a...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I would say Daedalus is not
Daedalus
bad.
refresher.
Yeah, refresher. Aghanim Scepter, I think Aghanim Scepter would be great.
Dire's
Refresher
top
as well.
tower
I
is
think,
under
I don't know if
attack.
fights are lasting long, like he's not gonna get 2 Chronospheres off in a fight with Agzo, I guess. Is the main worry.
Alright, refresher, I guess.
I think refresher's
Refresher it
okay.
is. Master
I don't know
of
if he
Time.
wants to go for it first or as his next big item, but considering how much pressure VP are going to be under now, it may be the option. He's got a lot of damage. He's got Vengerer and Empower, so I don't think damage is necessarily
And
the
Weave as,
issue.
Weave as well. Can't
Yeah.
underestimate that one.
Just having a second Chronosphere, I think, could be like
Game breaking.
yeah.
With the BKB being so low now,
yes, he can have double
Chronosphere
BKB.
to lock down Havos's BKB, and then you Ravage, and then you chain stun him.
He does have some slight mana issues. We'll see him pick up something here, and it's not going to be
Please
picked up.
be a refresher. 60% of the time it works every time.
Well, Voss now had a Trask plate mail picked up. He's realizing he's got armor problems. There's Dazzle Weave, there's a very farm Void, and gee, he's still faking up This guy.
He's been playing great. I mean, rough
He's-
start with some rather mediocre RPs, but
Zeus is going to be one of the worst heroes
those
to verse
RPs, man, very,
as a
very
mag.
patient.
Yeah. Looks like they want Funnick at top. He's got that Deso Hex and Ogre Club. He's working on a BKB of his own. He can always resort to that kind of Admiral Bulldog type play if he wants to try and rat this one out for Navi. Especially now that you're ahead of Rax, you can rat it even harder, perhaps. Then he TP's top onto a Treant and
He's buying the refresher up, right? It's not an Orchid, I would assume.
the... Who's this? Dendi?
Dendi, yeah, going for the refresher.
For sure.
Scouts out, all of them taking a smoke again, I think. Yeah, they're gathering up for smokes. You'll
They got to push out mid
buying
first
pack.
is the main problem. But they can do that so fast.
5,000 gold on BCZ. Really have to see what he wants to go for. I think he has enough damage for now. With Weave, he really doesn't have to worry too much. Weave pierces BKB, so you saw Chaos Knight, he just melted through all
He
that.
definitely wants a buyback, I think. Like, I don't think it's worth buying a refresher and giving up your buyback money, maybe. But
Or you could go for the gamble, win a big team fight and then go rolling down the lanes.
you could use like a Chronos for a solo kill. Like, the other play is you hide your refresher orb, like Chronos for a solo kill, and then Navi push thinking, oh, there's no Chronosphere, let's go push, and you've secretly used your refresher and have that second Chronosphere.
Yeah,
But Navi have got to know he's got a lot of money right now, because he has not bought an item in a long time. They're probably expecting like at least 5k gold on this guy.
This game potentially could have a lot of refreshers. Mag going for refresher, Ravage, Void.
Tide's
Dendi,
going Shivers,
Prophet.
it looks like. Man, no Tide refresher. Sidoi, man.
Oh, there's your refresher.
What's Funnick up to? This
Funnick,
is
please.
not the play.
This is not the time to throw.
Alright, gets rescued by Vengskor with the relocate out, but that could be the death of Vengskor. They know where he's going to be, and they are pinging it. They get an observer board down too, so they've got vision across the river.
Swap. Swap. Oh, Yol.
Nice tether out.
I think what Yol needs to get himself is a Blink Dagger.
Yeah. I don't know if he
Blink
wanted
Dagger
to
for
swap the
Venge.
Wisp there, though. If he swaps the Wisp, like, that's an important cooldown, and then suddenly Navi engage and you've got no defensive swap.
Hey, but Wisp dies and you have Chrono. So you don't have to Chrono the Wisp anymore because it's dead. So. But the thing is, I think Venge really wants to get a Blink Dagger. It will really extend her reach and allow her to swap for free, if that makes any sense. She doesn't have to endanger herself when swapping. She can shift blink and then swap and blink, so it's kind of like a free hook.
Yeah. I think
Mag-
Navi, the big thing here is they want to wait for Roshan, if they can.
Magnus. Oh boy, this could be big. Funnick. Oh, skewer. RP?
Okay.
RP? Are they gonna RP this? No need for that.
Shouldn't need it, no.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
P. Just to be safe. If he gets away there, you're so upset. You're angry. So
Yeah.
immediate refresh as well from G.
Refresher's out of sight as well, so they don't know.
Yes.
They'll think,
Yeah.
RP's down, maybe?
And makes a decision right away. So he's like, let's get this refresher cooldown. It's 3 minutes, but I feel like they're also probably thinking they want to. Well, Roshan's up soon. They maybe want to contest that, but they won't have double RP for 3 minutes. So maybe just the 1 RP.
Do you really need 2 at this point, though?
It depends how good the Chronosphere is. And there's your refresher. Or BZZ completes it.
He waited 2 minutes to hear our advice, you know.
Yeah, well, he wanted buyback, I guess.
Yeah. You know, I always have this, this thing that the player is always listening to the caster advice. You know, it's never a bad thing to have a second opinion.
He's like, this God's guy, he knows what he's talking about. Refresher, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
In my mind, that I wish it was like that.
I
but
always do that when I cast miracle games, where if I want him to pick a certain hero, I'll just talk a lot about it in the draft, and then sometimes he picks the heroes, and I get really happy. I like to think it was me. Like maybe he'll pick Legion Commander. He does.
Oh, Dendi.
Oh, they're running into Dendi. Chrono.
It's got a 4-star. Where the TP relocates, there's a TP from Prophet, but Dendi's done for. Probably worth the Chrono. So you've got the refresher up, so not a bad time.
Well, it's 90 seconds. I think they should have enough time by the time they push this wave up from the top lane inward. There's also a Roshan coming up, so...
Dendi has got the short respawn timer, so Navi still have Roshan control. VP are going to want to wait for that Chronosphere to come back up too. They don't want to refresh now.
This Empower Void thing is just really good. It's this is a force multiplier that you really can't buy with an item.
I guess the main question is what his last item will be. I mean, you mentioned the Daedalus earlier. I think that's still
Whoa, Funnick. That is some ballsy play. There's backup coming in on bench. That's a wow, Funnick just really wants this kill.
He was scared of like
well.
anything coming in to kill him, so he just BKBs, but...
Is it worth it though? I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, it is your 10-second BKB, but I don't think having a long BKB is that important in this fight. You just need the BKB for the Ravage more than anything. So a 5-second BKB is...
Oh, Godblack could set up something here. Are they gonna... You can spin him, relocate in... No.
I don't think you want to fight this Void.
Yeah.
He's got a Chrono. He's got a Refresher.
He's got a watermelon in his back as well. Suddenly the game doesn't look that... Doesn't look that one-sided for Navi. It was looking one-sided earlier on, but now I'm not so sure Navi can even take this.
This next Roshan... If Navi can get Roshan uncontested, I'd put them in a pretty good position. But I think BP are going to look to fight it.
It's
I mean, if you're up mid-racks and have Aegis Cheese in hand, you should be ahead, which, I mean, they're ahead on farm, they're a bit ahead on XP, but it's still not going as well as they'd like, maybe.
Yeah. Goldblack's going for Mystic Staff. Do you say Hex or Shivas?
Probably Shivas. They have the one. I don't think lockdown's the problem right now.
That's true. A lot of BKBs on board. Really, is Shiva gonna do that much for Goblet though? I would say something else would be better.
Yeah.
Maybe Aghanim Scepter. It does have damage mitigation. 7-second ultimate. Was it 8 seconds now? They buffed it. Yeah, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and it does disperse all the damage that you take.
Well, he's already committed to the Mystic stuff, so
yeah.
He's probably got to make something with this. I don't think this is just casual Mystic stuff. But the problem, if Void, if he time walks in without using BKB, you could hex him before he Chronospheres. But
Eel Scepter as well.
Yeah.
I would say, I would like to see someone try the Aghanim Scepter. Abaddon does absorb damage from his teammates when he gets the Aghanim Scepter. It's like a second overpower. Is that what it's called? From Wisp, overcharge from Wisp.
Yeah.
So it could be cool.
Well,
why play Dota when you're not trying to be cool?
Bankscore has DC'd. You can check where we stand right now, and it's Na'Vi upper racks here. This is our opening game for Starladder Europe today. There was an earlier match which Virtus Pro got a default win in. But there is 5 more games today. We've got Empire versus VP Polar up next, followed by Na'Vi versus Empire, Virtus Pro versus VP Polar, Na'Vi versus Power Rangers, and then VP Polar versus My Insanity. So some very important games today as far as who's going to be going to Kiev to the LAN finals. And I don't know if you saw the good news. Burning. The B-God is going. He's going to Kiev.
I thought there was retirement. No,
you know,
you never really retire, right?
I'm not hating, because it means we get to see more Burning on land, so
Burning
he can retire all he wants as long as it means I still get to see him play on land.
Let's retire to Starladder. Visit Europe for a bit.
But right now there's like 6 or 7 teams from Europe who could still... I'd say there's 7... Power Rangers are kind of on the outskirts with 4 losses though, but yeah, there's 7 teams who can still legitimately qualify right now. And only 4 of them are going to make it. So Secret 11-4, HR 11-4, those 2 teams have played all their matches, and those two teams not guaranteed to be at the LAN finals yet. They could end up in like a tie situation where they have to play some tiebreaker matches. It's definitely not done and dusted as far as who's going to be going to Kiev just yet for Europe. For the other regions, MVP Phoenix, they qualified for...
The Korean boys.
Yep, they qualified for the Southeast Asia / Korea division, and then we have IG playing with Burning as well as CDEC. CDEC have been really impressive lately for China. And then America was the Sneaky Nyx Assassins, now known as Team Fire. So
Team
no
Fire?
EG this Starladder.
Fire?
But should be fun. I'm looking forward to,
no
the
EG?
Starladder LAN finals.
Okay. I've not been following. It's really been tough, but there's been a lot of tournaments going on.
Yeah, don't worry, I have not been following that closely either. Na'Vi, straight into Roshan though. The unpause comes and Sadoy is ready with Ravage. Mag's top though.
Why not?
Mag TP top. He's got no TP. Roche is dropping too fast. They're too late. This is really bad. Sadoy does blink in, but has the full staff escape to the high ground.
They might catch Stragglers, and I think that is a
good
he's just Straggler to catch.
No, he's going to time walk. No BKB needed.
Venge going down. Oh well,
right.
One Venge. Okay, not that bad.
They cut their losses, but
Venge going for BKB herself, which is weird.
Either that or a Halberd, but I don't think Halberd's too much of a thing right now.
Could use it in profit.
Right, just the Zeus damage. Zeus with an Aghanims, or no Aghanims, but just with a Refresher plus ulti is just doing so much damage, so...
Vaporization commencing. Here comes the Refresher.
So Na'Vi, Refresher Zeus, Aegis and Cheese in hand. Aegis on her boss, Cheese is on the Wisp, so he can have that first heal. The double Cheese in theory.
Hey, Merry Christmas! It's Christmas in Singapore.
Happy Christmas, Lysander. Still Christmas Eve morning here. It's weird saying Christmas Eve when it's 7 in the morning. It's like it's Christmas Eve, but it's 7 in the morning. Not really an evening.
It's 12:30 here. Christmas Day. I guess I could, extend my Christmas by living on your time zone.
You just gotta keep flying west and you'll have the longest Christmas day ever.
On the plane.
Yeah, maybe you'd get one of those fancy new Singapore Airlines seats which cost like $20,000. Like it's the thing above first class where you have like your own suite on a plane.
Oh yeah. I don't think
that's what you should spend your Christmas day doing.
I would get on those one day. Earn enough money.
it costs like $20,000 or something, like for a flight from like Singapore to London or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, for people with too much money.
Yeah.
People that farm too much.
I read a blog post about someone who experienced it and was like, yeah, this is legit. You get like Dom Perignon and like everything you could ask for, like gourmet meals. It's just, it sounds pretty legit.
Yeah, let's have a BTS party one day.
Yeah, all those esports dollars. We'll start a new Kickstarter to get us on a Singapore Airlines Premier class. I don't even know what it's called. Luxury class.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go. Navi.
Watermelon trying to hold out the invaders. There's your weave debuff. They're going in. They're going in.
Oh, he's got no one. He fakes the Chrono but doesn't see anything.
RP!
Nice RP. That's number 1. There's a number 2 as well. Chronosphere catches nothing. BZZ, it's a zoning Chronosphere. Dendi walks into it now. BZZ has a second. He's going to have to use it. He refreshes after getting swapped out. BKB as well. Where's the Chrono? Catches out. Funnick, Dendi's outside though. He refreshes. Altis and VP, they've only lost 1 though. Now BZZ without a BKB. He's trying to fight. He's succeeding. Time walks out of there as well. Na'Vi have lost 2. Prophet buys back. They lose BZZ. He's got a buyback, I believe. Does do so immediately. G now. No RPs. No Chronospheres. No Ravages. How do you fight without these ultimates? And I think the answer is you don't. As Dendi gets himself a triple kill. Go Black could be in some trouble here, but can he shield himself up? He scurries away, and VP just don't have their ultimates. They can't really fight anymore. Na'Vi are too healthy.
Oh, Black just keeping everyone alive, and his ultimate comes on. Second proposed life. You are right. Whoever gets Aegis uncontested. I think G might be kicking himself with that top TP now.
Na'Vi just killed Roche so fast. That fight was really tricky. Like BZZ was searching so hard for the perfect Chronosphere. He threw one blind uphill, hoping it would catch the Na'Vi backline like the Wisp or something, but he just couldn't find it. Now VP going to go for one last hurrah here. Down 4 racks and realizing they've got to make something happen. Just a casual talisman of evasion.
Gotta make it. Dendi's pushed behind enemy lines. But is that where you really want him?
He's got buyback though. If he dies, he just buys back and looks to end the game here. Yol now going to get sprouted up, right click down, easy pickings. And all G can do is scurry back to Fountain. He's got an RP in 5, Chronosphere in 12. This is it. They've got to try and stall this, but they're going to get mega creeps, it looks like, and I don't think there's much left they can do. Nice RP with the cleaving damage here, but the Zeus first. It's too much. Na'Vi, they've got mega creeps, and it looks like they will pull out a win, just barely, against Virtus Pro. There's the GG.
You gotta pull some stats here on the Dendi hero damage.
The
arc lightning damage is insane with the static field.
Big stuff from Na'Vi. That was a much needed win and a tough one at that. The positioning from Na'Vi in that last team fight at bottom lane was so good. Vangscore was like hiding in that little spot by the cliff and the trees. They split up so well. There was no good Chronospheres available. The RP could only catch the Chaos Knight with one more. Like Chaos Knight and Abaddon getting RP'd. No big deal. Abaddon has the ultimate. Chaos Knight had the Aegis. VP just couldn't find a good ultimate, a good Chronosphere, a good RP because of Navi's positioning.
TI level Na'Vi. This is the Na'Vi we need to see more.
They played well. This is not an easy win. Virtus Pro have been a top Western team lately. They've been taking it to Secret. They had 2 best of 5 recently against Secret, both of which they only barely lost. So this is, to me, a top tier Western team, Virtus Pro. So Na'Vi, I would have considered them underdogs coming in, but they pull out the win.
Yeah, but you know those Zonospheres, I don't know what you